In my last video, I said that I was certain there would be some things that I missed when covering the Easter eggs and hidden details in Black Ops 6. And that's why today we're going to be taking a look at 20 more Easter eggs, secrets and hidden details in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Again, this video will contain major spoilers for the Black Ops 6 campaign. So if you haven't finished the story yet, perhaps give this video a miss and come back when you're done. Oh, and we are now just 82,000 subscribers away from the magical 1 million. So if you haven't already and enjoy my videos, please click subscribe. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. Right, let's once again begin with the campaign. Now, during the Most Wanted mission, you attend a fundraiser held by future US President Bill Clinton. It's also a mission with a huge problem. There is a perfectly good dance floor that is going to waste. I mean, the music must be awful if not a single person is dancing, right? Well, let's see what the DJ is playing. So fans of Black Ops 3 Zombies mode should recognise this song right away, as it's Snakeskin Boots, the same song heard during the Shadow of Evil level. Oh, and as many of you pointed out, you can also find a Little Caesars pizza place in this mission too, which despite partnering with Black Ops 6 for some promotional stuff is still kind of weird. So the Hunted mission is an open area mission kind of like the ones that we saw in Modern Warfare 3. Except less crap. You use a jeep to travel to different marked areas on the map with a team of allies in tow. Whenever you step out of the jeep and take aim at enemies, your team will helpfully warn you if taking the shot will alert anyone nearby.
I wouldn't take that shot. That's risky.
Well, if you're skilled enough to take out two enemies at once, meaning that neither of them can be alerted as they're both dead, Marshall will simply say this.
Damn.
So Marshall will say damn, as you killed two birds with one high velocity stone. Now the ground control mission begins with Sims, Adler and Case having to cross a car park to enter an airport. Stopping this from being an enjoyable chance to get some fresh air with friends are snipers, mortar teams and regular old enemies, all keen to make sure that you never breathe fresh air again. Of course, you're supposed to take all of the enemies out before advancing, but if you decide to run ahead and leave the fighting to everyone else, this will happen.
Reinforcements coming out the terminal. They're in our way. Push through them. Hold up, Case. We need to clear these hostiles.
Case is heading inside. Let's go.
Damn it. We need to move as a team, Adler. Move it up.
So Sims complains that we need to stay as a team, but Adler's on our side and likes our go-getter attitude. Now in the last Black Ops 6 video, we discovered that if you didn't keep your eyes on Adler, he would shoot an unarmed man. Well, what if instead you took the shot?
Case! Relax, Sims. Case felt threatened.
So Adler will defend your shooting of an unarmed man by claiming that you felt threatened, which is hilarious. Oh, and Adler may have been right to shoot the supposed harmless man anyway. Sims is keen to point out that the injured men look unarmed, and I mean this guy looks dead, so surely he isn't a threat. Well, if Sims and Adler move towards the door to the next area and you go back to open the locked crate, this will happen.
Case, look out.
Close one.
So the man, who moments ago was perfectly still, will spring to life and take a shot at Case. Okay, granted the man that Adler shot in the previous video never raises his weapon, but you can't be right all the time. Now in a moment that I didn't see coming, the under the radar mission sees you returning to Vorkuta to track down the cradle. Of course, Vorkuta is a very important location in the Black Ops universe, as it's where Alex Mason was manipulated into being a sleeper agent and where Viktor Reznov died. Well, during the escape from Vorkuta in Black Ops 1, Mason uses a harpoon to take down a helicopter, which is pretty damn badass. What's cool is you can actually find the same rooftop in Black Ops 6, with the rope from the harpoon still tied to the same red pipe. It's awesome. Now, in between missions, you spend your time at the Rook, a cozy little hideaway that the team can plan their next moves from. There's lots to see and do here, including a very cool detail that unfolds the further you get into the campaign. Upstairs in the master bedroom is nothing. Well, there is nothing when you first visit the Rook, but soon a chessboard will appear. And after each mission, the position of the pieces will change to reflect the events that are happening in the story. I mean, I'm not a chess expert or anything, but I think this is really cool. Now, this next detail is more of a theory, but it was mentioned in the comments in the last video, and I wanted to see what you think. After bringing Felix back to the Rook, he reveals that he hacked the CIA database and dug up dirt on everyone on the team. Now, given that we know Case was exposed to the Cradle, the same bioweapon that the team is trying to stop, which was developed by the Pantheon, who were/are part of the CIA, it's safe to assume that Felix knows this too. In fact, you can even ask Felix if he read your file, though he doesn't give much away.
Yes, you are also quite the curiosity, aren't you? CIA assassination training, ooh.
Well, after giving a briefing to the team, he looks at you and does this.
Let me know when you got something, okay?
Now, I know it's subtle, and I know that I'm probably reading way too much into this, but as Felix looks at you, he holds the screwdriver in a way that would make it much easier to use as a weapon. I mean, he does stare at you for a long time, so maybe he's just making sure that you're on his side. Like I said, this is just a theory, so let me know what you think. Now, after the emergence mission, memories of your time being exposed to the Cradle are brought flooding back. It's only normal that you'd want to tell someone what you know. Except you can't. You see, if you speak to Woods at the Rook and try to tell him everything, this will happen.
We can't talk about it.
You still with me?
So the voice in your head won't let you tell Woods the truth, though Woods does notice you listening to the voice in your head, which is kinda funny. Oh, and speaking of funny, when exploring the Rook, you can find Woods having trouble moving a TV. Marshall tries to reassure Woods that he may not be on the front line with the rest of the team, but he's still a hero. And judging from this scene, Marshall's not wrong. Anyway, in an attempt to make Woods feel better, Marshall will say this.
Maybe you were Captain America before, and now you're like Professor X.
Who? Get out of my face, man.
I mean, I don't know why Marshall thought that comparing a man like Woods to Professor X was a good idea, but it did make for a very funny scene. Right, so that does it for the campaign. Let's move on to multiplayer now, starting with friendly fire. In hardcore modes, shooting teammates isn't very forgiving, as one shot from a pistol is enough to down an ally. What's cool is the operator that you're playing as also realises that shooting your teammates is less than ideal, and will have something to say if you do. Here are just a few of my favourites.
Oh, shit.
Oopsie. Shit, I f***ed up.
What have I done?
Ah, piss, not again. Friendly down!
Why does this one not move anymore?
Friendly down.
My life, that was a friendly.
Ah, fuck me, that's one of ours.
Mierda! They stepped into it!
I do not want to point the finger of blame, but it was your fault.
Oh, and something else that I noticed is that other operators who witness you shooting a friendly will also comment on it. Now, this was kind of hard to capture, as it seems pretty rare, but here are a couple of examples that I managed to record.
Damn it, friendly casualty.
The f was that?
Oh, so that's how it is.
Shit. Friendly down.
Watch your damn sights!
I know these are just voice lines, but I think they're really cool. Now, so far, nobody has managed to crack the Nuketown Easter egg. That's assuming there even is one. Each version of the map so far has had some sort of cool Easter egg that required you to shoot the arms or the heads off the various mannequins. Well, I may not have found the big Easter egg, but I did find this. So on the bus you can find a mannequin holding a copy of Pitfall, another Activision published game. Now everyone knows that since Nuketown was introduced in Black Ops 1, it's had a secret RCXD track, and I'm glad to report that the same is true in Black Ops 6. But did you know that another multiplayer map, Skyline, also has a secret RCXD route? At the C flag, you can do this. Now, I don't know if there's a secret route on the A flag side of the map. I mean, I couldn't find it. But if you have, then please let me know in the comments. Now, I hope I'm not alone in this, but I had no idea that the Faceoff mode was even a thing. Played exclusively on extra small maps, Faceoff ditches score streaks and prioritises gunplay and movement. To be honest, it's pretty fun, though as you might expect, very chaotic. One of the Faceoff exclusive maps is the Warhead map, which takes place in a destroyed Nuketown. You might be wondering what destroyed Nuketown? Well, given that it was designed to be a nuclear test site and that you can find this giant crater nearby, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Well, if we take a sniper rifle and zoom in on the giant crater, you can see this. So we can find a single lone skeleton sitting by a puddle of water. Quite what they're doing down there, I don't know. Now, prestiging has always been a big part of the Call of Duty multiplayer experience. For those that don't know, prestiging removes all of your unlocked guns, perks and equipment in exchange for a shiny new badge. Understanding that this is quite the commitment, before you can enter prestige, you are given a couple of warnings about what will happen if you do. And if those warnings prove to be too scary, this will happen. So you are called a chicken for not prestiging, which may work on some of you, but sure as hell didn't work on me.
What are you, deaf and stupid? I said no.
What's wrong, McFly? Chicken?
What did you call me?
Okay, I did prestige, but I promise it wasn't because of the sound. Right, let's end today's video with a couple of cool things that I miss from zombies. Now, we did cover that shooting the balls on any of the game's pool tables would cause all of those balls to be pocketed. What I didn't know is that if you do this on a zombies map, this will happen. So the reward for your ridiculously cool trick shot is a measly 100 essence, which hardly seems worth it. A far better reward can be found on the Terminus map. After pack-a-punching a gun, I recommend a shotgun, head back to the living quarters and climb on the crate that I do. Now look on the roof where you should see a stuck basketball. If you manage to free the basketball with a well-placed shot, this will happen. So you're rewarded with 2,000 free essence, which is more like it. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then a like is really appreciated. If you're a fan of Easter eggs and secrets in games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel is all about. If you think I've missed anything, then please let me know in the comments and you'll be featured in the credits like these people here. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.